Hey, what is up, everybody? If you cannot tell by the title, or if you don't follow this game at all, today I'm going to be playing some of the new Elder Scrolls Online Summer Set. I've been waiting for this expansion, whatever fucking word they want to put on it, expansion, whatever. They don't want to call it DLC to make it seem bigger, so you have to pay money to get it, which again is neither here nor there. That's not really what I'm trying to get into here, but yes, I'm going to be playing the new expansion today. So let me just check something real quick. Just getting. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have this or you plan to get it. But yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while. It doesn't come with a new class or anything, but it does come with a new area, a new trial, which I'm not, I haven't done any trials yet. Okay, everything seems to be good and accounted for. Okay, let's get into this. Early start, let's go. Okay, so I need to go to the Waste Shrine so I can teleport there. But yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while. It comes with some I can't look. I'm not really like the best at reading patch notes, and I never have been. Oh, let me give you guys a forewarning too. This game has been laggy, not even with the stream. It has nothing to do with the stream. You can watch my old Elder Scrolls Online streams; they run fine. But just the fact that everyone's online today, it's a bit laggy. So if it gets to the point where I just can't play it, I'll stop the stream early. But I mean, as long as it's going pretty well, then if it's not too bad, I'm gonna keep going. But what I was saying was that I'm not the best at reading patch notes. I never have been. Patch notes are something that you have to really have kind of like a deeper understanding of the game for you to get entire patch notes. You can't just be. I wouldn't consider myself a casual player. I would consider myself like semi-hardcore. Like I like learning about the game in depth, but I don't follow every little thing with it. But I do follow people who are like that on YouTube and other social media platforms. So like about a month ago, I watched Fangrush. He's a guy on YouTube. His name is Fangrush. I watched him go over the patch notes and some key changes or some key things to note during this whole DLC is that two-handed weapons now count as 2 pieces for a set, if I'm not mistaken. Before, if you had a two-handed piece, a weapon that took 2 hands, it only counted as 1 piece for a set. So you could not have 2 5-piece sets and a monster mask set at the same time. Now, if you had single-handed weapons like a sword and a shield, or 2 swords, something like that, then you could do 2 5-pieces in a monster set. Let me see this real quick.
Good to see you again, my friend. I sent that message stone days ago. I was worried it hadn't reached you. Let me set aside what I was working on, and then we can get down to business.
Okay. Let me change my volume up a little bit higher. Let me. Okay, he's saying that, I was worried it hadn't reached. Let me set aside what I was working on, and then we get down to business. Why have you been trying to contact me? Yep, let me ask that.
It seems I have a message for you from an oracle. Came to me in a most unsettling manner. But this isn't the proper way to hold a conversation. Meet me at the Mages Guild Hall in Daggerfall. We can speak freely there.
Okay, what's wrong with speaking here?
This is a waste of magicka. Important business should be conducted in person, and matters involving an oracle require a modicum of privacy. Besides, no one else can see me. You appear to be talking to yourself.
No, I'm not crazy. Okay, where does he want me to go? Do I even have that quest set yet? Let me see. Let's see if I got that quest set. Somerset. That's the one that I want on. Alright, cool. So far I'm liking the look. I'm really liking the look of it. I'm liking the colors. Pretty good so far. Sorry sometimes I pause during the stream because I just try to make sure that I do test my sound and everything before I do the stream. I set it up, I do everything like that. I just sometimes during the stream I just double check it.
My friend, Raz is happy to see you, but surprised you didn't help me with these creatures. Not that Raz needed any help. You must tell me what brought you to Somerset after you agreed to assist Raz with his usual cloak and dagger business.
I'm not even sure what ominous means.
Ominous? No more than usual, my friend. But there's work for the Queen's Eye, and this one could use an extra blade if you're willing. Queen Irene issued a decree to open the borders of Somerset and allow outsiders to have access to the island.
I don't know why Khajiits always sound funny. They always sound...
That's what Raz said, but rumors reached the Queen. So this one made the journey and was immediately attacked by strange creatures. Raz doesn't think the two are related, but if you could ask some questions, check on the newcomers, that would help.
I'll ask some questions for you.
While you ask questions around the city, Raz can take care of some other business. It may or may not involve scratching and clawing.
Let me ask him a few questions so I can kind of...
Let's meet near the entrance to Shimmarine when you
Shouldn't
have
interrupt
something
him.
to report.
Let me ask him some questions so I can figure out what's going on. What were the strange creatures? I didn't see him find anything, but...
Raz never saw such monsters in his life. They appear related to water, but this one tends to avoid this stuff. That pearl, though, Raz swears it was calling those creatures. A mystery for another time, perhaps. Now, we need to see to the newcomers.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Raz made a list. All Newell, a high elf artisan, spoke out. See what she complained about. Then there's Soxolza, a persecuted Argonian newcomer. Finally, Ranul, a city resident noted in the Divine Prosecution's observation log.
Okay, and this is pretty cool too, is if I stream quests and new content that comes out, it's going to get me to do quests. I'm being 100% honest, I'm not a huge fan of quests because I don't have the patience for them, and I'm more of like I like focusing on a combat from a game. Like look at Diablo, games like that. I could play those games and I never have to look at the combat really, look at the story at all from them. So what I'm trying to say is that like I'm not huge on games where I'm not huge on story-driven games that don't have good combat or aren't focused on like gameplay specifically. Now, if a game has both, that's fine. I'll just choose to usually ignore the story and play the game. But since I've been streaming, I think that's a good it's a good time to get myself out of my comfortability zone, so I can try doing quests when I stream, and that'll kind of help me get into it. You know, I kind of have to focus on it, and which I want to. I don't want to never do quests. You know, maybe part of me thinks that I honestly, truly I'm not a quest person, but I think there's a little bit of me thinks that I'm not giving it a chance, and I'm not open-minded. So maybe I'll never like absolutely love quests, but maybe I can kind of find some that I like by giving them a shot. So this is pretty cool. So I'm judging people by their name now.
True. Not enough syllables.
Not enough syllables.
Ranul's a Redguard, whose family has lived in Shimmarine for generations. He's a well-respected trader, with a few warehouses along the docks. Talk to him, before the Divine Prosecution decides to arrest him.
Yeah, what's that?
The divine prosecution serves as law keepers and protectors of social standards. Very persnickety. When the rules are broken, they record it in their observation logs. If your name winds up on their list, things get complicated. Something to do with monks and newcomer registration. Roz is looking into that. Last I heard, Soxolza was seen leaving the city and heading west. Probably trying to reach the water. Lizards like water, yes? Not Roz. Gugh. Roz hates the wet stuff.
Okay, I think that's enough questions for him. Oh, these are the creatures they were talking about. Okay. Yep. And the character that I'm on, you guys, is just, it's just my main. I'm playing on him right now because this guy right now, I was currently, trying to get some PvP gear and some other PvE gear. So I'm currently farming two different builds, gear for two different builds just on this character, a PvE version and a PvP version. So I'm like, you know, I'll just play with this guy right now. So he's not like set for like the best solo content type builds, but you know, I'll make do. So it says I have to talk to the three people we talked about: Soxolza, Olnawil, and Ranul. Okay. And Ranul was the red guard, so this looks pretty cool here. There's a few hiccups here and there. Man, it was not even like this last time I streamed this game. So this is cool. I'm really liking the verticality. Like, it sounds like a small thing to note, but I like this area is this high, you know, and then there's a higher area over there, and there's a lower area right here. I really like that. I wish they'd put more of that in cities, to be honest. To me, that gives it a realistic feeling, because not, you know, if everything's flat, it just completely kills immersion for me. Where the fuck is this guy at? Oh, they're outside this. Alright, I guess we're going outside the castle. Again, sorry for the hiccups, guys. Good on my guar. Next time I stream this game too, I'll let you guys know how the game works with me not streaming. Because even though I think my streaming is fine, it was fine last time before this update dropped. And again, I'm figuring it's going to be a little laggy because a lot more people are going to be playing. But wait, let me talk to this person first, not interrupt him. Ranul, you the red guard, huh?
A newcomer in the warehouse district. Unusual. But how can I help you today, my friend? The Divine? Who told you that?
Found that shit out.
Justiciar sent you to try and trick me into confessing. No, no. The High Elves would never send a newcomer to perform such a task. But I admit it. I made my thoughts known. I arranged to bring my cousin here to work with me. The ship arrived, but all the newcomers were carted away. For questioning, they said. I complained to the kin lady and anyone else who would listen. And what has it gotten me? Nothing.
You can clearly tell he's not a high elf. This was dark as fuck.
Oh, my family has been here for generations and generations. Before the Queen's decree, outsiders might have been rare, but we were not unheard of. Our business has grown and gets better every day. That's why I sent for my cousin. We need the help.
Okay, so you were here before then.
Somerset is a rare and beautiful jewel in the Abetian Sea. I love it here. The High Elves treat us like children.
And the voice acting in this game's amazing.
The Queen's decree has stirred the waters, though. I fear it will get worse before it gets better.
Always happens like that. Alright, cool. Talk to that person. Let's get this second homie. I don't know how the hell he thought he could pass as a high elf. I mean, that's clearly... He's clearly not elfy looking. It's not, does not look like an elf of any sort. I'm enjoying the scenery. I like checking out, you know, you want to kind of look at the entire DLC as a whole. So one thing to note that I'm not liking is it is a bit laggy, so that's -1. +1, I'm really liking the colors, and another +1, I'm really liking the verticality so far. And I did notice that they have new music, and the new music is pretty cool so far. So right now this game is, I'll say it's at a +2. I don't know what this scale is based off. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. So I would say it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm really not liking the lagginess though, at all. Oh wait. Where's this fool at? Is he down here? Oh, there he is. So Zulza. Somerset is not the wondrous paradise that heralds proclaimed it to be. Despite the fine words in the Queen's decree, the High Elves want nothing to do with outsiders. They treat the newcomers worse than a mud flea on a guar. As soon as I stepped off the boat, priests from the monastery collected me for some sort of cultural assessment to ascertain my understanding of societal rules and regulations. However, no one actually asked me any questions. They locked me in a cell somewhere in the bowels of the monastery, along with other newcomers to the island. Something about the whole affair felt wrong to me, like warm water in an otherwise cool stream. When I heard one of the monks give thanks with a Daedric prayer, I know I had to get out of there. I used the talents I learned from associates who may or may not have belonged to the Thieves Guild. I know you disapprove of my friends, and slipped out of the cell and away from the monastery. In the morning I plan to head to Alinor. Hopefully I can secure passage back to the Murkmire there. Frankly, at this point, any destination would be preferable to here. So he doesn't like it here. Okay. Hope none of that shit happens to me. I don't want to be taken prisoner like that. Yeah, it is. I mean, it does look nice. But yeah, what I was saying was I'm gonna try and see that next time I stream this game, you guys, I'll let you know how the game plays when I'm not streaming and I don't have as much stuff going on at the same time. I'll let you know if it was like me, because I stream and record at the same time and I'm playing the game. That doesn't make any sense because last time I did it, I had no lag. So I'm assuming it's just the fact that more players are on. So, but I'll let you know. It could be my stuff and the amount of the players. Okay, where's this hoe at? Oh.
Go find your own patch of beach.
Shut up.
Not that you'd understand the concept, but the path to Alaxon requires dedication and complete concentration. I must find the perfect shells, or my pigments will be substandard. And do you know what that will do to my art? Exactly.
Shut up.
An ultimate concept practiced widely here in Somerset. Alaxon is the state of perfection that every high elf strives.
That's like enlightenment.
The path to Alaxon represents the approach we take to achieve that state. Now, why have you interrupted my work?
Alright. You're lucky I can't kill you, because I probably would, with your attitude.
I believe in caution as much as the next high elf, but sometimes the rules get in the way of common sense. My apprentice lived here for more than a year. Good help is so hard to find, especially among the newcomers. And she was adept at making dyes. They took her away. Said they had to scrutinize her qualifications, test her knowledge of culture and etiquette. But I haven't seen her since. My work suffers, so of course I complained to the monks. Now I have to gather my own shells.
So they just completely came up and just jacked her friend. Alright. Sounds like they're assholes.
I could fill out some forms and appeal to the kin lady. But who has time for such bureaucracy? And for a wood elf? I've said too much. I have work to do, and all this aggravation has diverted my path to Alaxon.
Wow, she's not a good friend. So they jacked her friend, and she didn't want to fill out some paperwork because it was going to take too long. Alright. I don't know how much of an asshole you can be. Boom. Boats, water, color. Nice looking. Yeah, yeah. Flag. Okay. Whoops.
My brother-in-law.
Just trying to jump over. Damn, yeah, look at this. This is tight.
This is unheard of. Why have you closed the monastery?
Such anger. Raz never expected to hear such words from the Queen's loyal subjects. The sentiment isn't universal, but enough feel this way for Raz to be concerned. Did you learn anything interesting from the people I sent you to talk to?
Yep, they both been jacked.
Sequester. Just a different
Yeah.
word for imprisoned, yes. Randall's cousin just arrived, but O'Newell's assistant has lived on Somerset since long before the Queen ever issued her decree. What about the lizard? What did Solza have to say?
Dead? Looked like he just left. Not dead. I didn't know he was
Why
dead.
would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the King Lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itches, and not in a good way. Our course is clear, Five Claw. We must go to the monastery.
Yep, I'll help you.
Raz admires your enthusiasm, but this one needs you to enter the monastery on your own. Raz has other fish to catch. This one...
What the? Okay, so he's leaving me to do it by myself. Alright, did I get like a... Huh. Wow. So he didn't give me a disguise. Uh-oh. Can I get out? Oh my god, can I not get out? Oh, there you go. Let's go. Wait. Where am I going? Oh shit. Oh wait, what the? Wrong one. I don't know how that changed. Oh, I must have hit right on the D-pad. Oops. Okay. This way. Yeah, look at this. This is nice. This shit's laggy though. Is that where they want me to go? Oh no, they want me to go around. I think it's cool we can go in the house though. Just have to lockpick it. And I know I could use my mount. I'm just trying not to use my...
I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
What the hell? Yeah, I don't want to know either.
Sentry! Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... you say I won some gold?
Oh, okay, that's what he meant by, letting me get in. He was gonna distract, and that's tight. What do you say, you owe me for that game of cards? Pretty cool. So far I'm liking it. So far I'm liking it. I still want to make sure that, well, that's gonna change. the game a lot with that. Let me see something real quick. I guess I don't have it for two-handed yet. So this looks cool too, damn. My dear Aldark Tilcaller, don't know how to say that. I'm so glad you suggested transferring to our beloved monastery. I was happy to use my influence to make that happen, especially after the insightful discussion we had concerning Queen Iron's radical and frankly dangerous decree. I look forward to working with you to make sure Shimmerine and indeed all of Somerset remain safe and secure. You plan to sequester newcomers in order to test their suitability for residency in Shimmerine is a stroke of genius. Wow, she is letting this happen. Determining who has the ability and temperament to become productive members of our society and who does not will allow us to spot troublemakers and lackadaisical transients before any damage is done. It isn't a perfect solution, but it will suffice until we can urge the unforeseen queen to resign this order and send all the Nabara, the unwelcome, back to where they came from. Send me a list of candidates you deem acceptable for life in Somerset. I'm sure Proxy Queen Alwynarwe will appreciate having documentation concerning who we are permitted to stay and who we sent away. I keep saying that Somerset is sacrosanct. Let Eridon deal with the other races. After all, our beloved queen spends all her time there anyway, carousing with cats and what else. I'm sure she'd love more company. Kin Lady Avenice, I don't know. All the names in this shit I don't know how to pronounce, but... So, that how did allow that to happen. What a bitch. Open some of these bookshelves to see if I can get some skills. Doubt it though. I'm just gonna read this real quick. You guys can read it yourself if you want. I don't want to sit there and read every single one. It's basically going over who they're holding and what they're doing with them. So he's keeping track of what else? Khajiit, Argonians, Bretons, Red Guards, Nords. Huh. It's just like lists. Yeah, lists. It says it right there on the letter. Huh.
Oh, not now, please.
This is a person.
Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way.
He said he gave me a hint.
Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why do you care about the complexities of Altma bureaucracy? Still, if I had to make a guess, I'd say they were taking into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away.
I just talked to him.
You'll have to...
Oh, I guess I need to do that one too.
Kala arrived right after the Queen issued her decree. He came highly recommended by Kin Lady Avenice, or so I heard. It's not unusual for monks to form attachments and move together. But there's something... The Aldork and his monks keep to themselves. They've taken the Undercroft for their own purposes and ordered the rest of us to avoid the ancient vaults beneath the monastery. Now, please, let me get back to my nap.
Okay, so they went down... Keep saying for me to...
You'll have to... Again with the monastery.
Oh. I was like, I thought I talked to her. My whatever. Alright, so it's down below. There's a few more things I gotta figure out. So far, the kin lady did allow this to happen, and they're telling everybody to keep it under wraps. So, yeah, they're an asshole. Oh, it's probably down here. Let's go. What? It's not letting me go. How can I investigate the monastery if...
Are you lost? You can't be in here.
Maybe I need to find something. Yeah, it's the whole area. I ain't seen shit so far. I'm be trying to be sneaky about this, huh? So far, all I see is a seat.
I should be seeing your back walking out of here by now.
You ain't gonna do shit. Okay.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldark's office, wouldn't you agree?
Talk to Valser.
I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind.
Let's see what that
The
is.
sequestered newcomers.
Yep.
I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well?
Yep.
A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either. Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding, we need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers.
Yeah, how did you get past the sentry? Give me your secret.
The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations.
Well, what's that?
That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldark and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me?
Yep, that's exactly where I was trying to go.
A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldark acquired it.
Ooh. I'll jump straight off. It's probably right over here where I was trying to go. Yeah, I knew it. There's about to be a bunch of dead people down here.
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic.
What the hell?
Cages? These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there. See if you can help her.
Thank the Divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here. It's a nightmare. We came to Somerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages.
That's fucked up. They just took them right off the boat and put them in these cages. This sounds like some... Damn. Alright. Yeah, were the rest dead or...
The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
Why don't you just run?
Is that
Yeah.
Thank you for setting me free.
Uh-oh.
a Daedra? Here? And that's a Scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious.
Yeah, why they're here?
An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord Killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door.
Yep, that's where the prisoner said go.
I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action.
I hope this chick doesn't betray me. This shit always happens in these storylines.
I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to...
Yeah, you didn't even ask my fucking question. Alright, let's go. Defeat her or defend? Oh, I was about to say, did she really betray me?
More newcomers? Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear, your turn will come.
Yeah. Don't fuck with me. Got even more light attacks because of this patch. It basically buffed the damage of light attacks and nerfed the damage of heavy attacks. If I'm not mistaken.
While I complete my spell.
Yeah. Back up. Oh shit. No. Hell yeah, got my butt going. Can't forget about execute. Yep.
Come on, let's talk outside.
You better give me some good info, or I'll kill you too.
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier. I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any.
Oh, okay.
I'm a member of the Psijic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Somerset. My inquiries led me here. The Psijic Order is an ancient magical monastic society. We served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all of this?
Yeah, the homie Raz let me know. That's why. What's the pearl?
Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Psijic island for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Alright, let's go. Okay, so I'll take the lead then. Take this shit. Yep. Gotta weave in these light attacks. What the fuck? Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm not sure. Am I lost? I can't, oh, must be stupid. Okay, I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
You're not fit to lick my boot.
Die, little homie. Yeah, take that. Yeah, I can't wait to get a good look at the sets that came out with this DLC as well. Fang Rush was going over it. There's one set that you can make. I think it's a crafted set. When you roll, anytime you roll, you gain 4,000 health. And I forget how often that can proc, or that'll proc. I think it's like every 4 seconds or something like that. But yeah, if you combine that with because you can now craft jewelry with Eternal Hunt, you can have a lot of crazy roly-poly builds. Oops, wrong button. Shit. Yeah, I'm excited to be able to look at that jewelry crafting too. Won't have to sit there and have to get the jewelry pieces if you're wearing a crafted set and if you're wearing a non-crafted set. Before, you'd have to get the jewelry from the non-crafted set because you can't craft the jewelry, obviously. So. Yeah, let me kill these guys real quick. Take super buff with my war horn. Yep. Let me get that ult regen with that. Pick the morph on that sweet move. Give me that ult regen back. And not the damage shield for that two-handed move. I forgot what it's called. Carve. But yeah, it'll be cool to kind of look at the sets and not have to worry about the jewelry crafting. I mean, getting the jewelry pieces as much. So it's gonna make it a little easier to get sets. And then there's gonna be a lot more weird builds to do because you could have 2 crafted sets and a monster mass set now, which you couldn't have before. Yeah, just gonna shake up the game a little bit. And again, I never really got into PvP, and I told you last time I was streaming that I was gonna try and do PvP with this build, which I still am. I just was waiting for this DLC to come out to play a little bit more, you know? And that's with all my games, you guys. I take breaks from every single game that I play, even Halo, my favorite game. Now, I don't take as many breaks with that game, but, you know, I will take a break here and there.
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
I wonder when I'm gonna get that skill on. And that's gonna really suck if I have to do like, let's just say I don't get the skill line to the end of the whole quest line. Does that mean I'm gonna have to do the entire quest? Well, that's exactly what it means, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna have to do the entire quest line to get the... Let me see. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to... Don't have it yet. So yes, that's exactly what it looks like, is that I'm going to have to do the entire... Okay, is there upstairs? Okay, that's upstairs. That would suck if I have to do the entire skill line for every character that I want, if I want to get that new Sigil Order skill line. Raz, the homie.
This one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
Here you go.
That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. And by we, Raz means you.
Of course, Raz. You're gonna get me to do everything. Can't even help me one time. Lazy ass. You want me to go and accuse the Kin Lady of conspiring with a Daedric Pope? She's gonna just kill me or throw me in jail.
Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldar. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door. A Sijik? Raz has heard rumors, but there are always rumors about the Sijiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijik mage say what the Order was investigating?
Yep, she took the life-sucking pool straight from my hands.
There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the Kin Lady has to say.
I know. It says, shouldn't you speak to the Kin Lady? You do work for the Queen after all. That would make more sense, but this hoe's probably not wanting to get his ass in trouble. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah.
Kin Lady Avanice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... No. This one won't bore you with the sordid details. Besides, everyone behaves well when they see Raz. You will learn more than I would.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. This hoe just wants me to do it so I can die. I definitely do not buy his excuse, but what can I do? Gotta do it. Yeah, depending on how long this quest line is, if it's like, I might eventually just stop and go search the whole area, you know, go roam the area, and maybe do a rift or two, do a rift, maybe a delve, kind of just to see what the place looks like. But for now, I'm gonna continue this quest line. Wait, what? There's an outfit right there? Where am I supposed to go? Okay. I must be down there. Wrong way. Get on my gua. Oh, right here. I don't get how she's gonna tell me something about this when... Why would she just tell a random person what the hell she's doing? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I put on the outfit.
Yes? And the Kin Lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters. Yes. So you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
You better let me pass, though. You better let me pass. I got the outfit, my name's on the list. I'm a G.
I assure you that I am working with all Dark T'Kala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Somerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
Wow, so she just... Okay.
How bold of you. The Neberard dares to stand in my holy presence. Very well, bold Neberard. What can the new Alldark of Shimmerine do for you? And please, try not to bore me or spray any spittle on my spotless vestments.
If I had the option, I'd spit all over your dumb ass because you're being very, very rude. Yep, I heard that you have a plan for administering the Queen's decree.
Somewhere, did you?
Yep. No shit, I
I'd
just
have to
told
have
you.
a discussion with the divine prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The kin lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Somerset and the newcomers in mind.
Bullshit.
You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you?
Navarre means newcomer, doesn't it?
Never are. You're right. Where are my manners?
Oh, and welcome, okay.
Using a word you couldn't possibly be expected to understand. It means unwelcome. As in, that's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the divine prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand.
Because that's a good excuse to get out of a conversation. I just remembered I have someplace to be. That looks fishy.
I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other.
Wow. That doesn't look fishy at all, does it? I guess I'm going to... Oh, I thought this shit froze right now. Where do I go? Oh, upstairs now. Now I go upstairs. Okay. So I go way up here?
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave?
Shut up.
No, I refuse to deal with one of the Queen's guests, especially not in my own home. How did you get in here, by the way? No, never mind that. Since you found your way in, I assume you can find your way back out, before I call the guards. Such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Somerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation.
Yeah, but the way you're doing it, it's not right. Fuck your morals.
Tokala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment.
An error in judgment, yeah. So, you kill people and conspire with Daedrix, and that's just an error in judgment? Okay.
Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Olduk's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end.
Yeah, she's gonna probably say no.
That's preposterous. Alduk Tikala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Somerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
Now she's playing ignorant. No, I don't trust her. I don't trust nobody. You're all guilty. Die by my hand.
One of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Olduk
Die.
himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Olduk's explanation.
Let's go find him. He ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. He's a liar. A liar. Probably just gonna attack. Let's go to my homie Raz. Gotta let him know what's going on here. So the queen didn't know shit. I mean, the kin lady didn't, at least.
Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the kin lady's manor.
Yeah.
Raz thinks Avanice is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Olduk, though, Has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerin. The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the old Ark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Sijic Sage, yes? Here she comes now.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Old Ark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valcerin of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately, to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Okay, so I'm not sure what to believe. Raz says she was naive and didn't know and was ignorant to what was going on. Alright, okay. Maybe, but... I guess I'm taking the short way. Uh-oh. Hope that those little sharks don't get me. I don't think I can go all the way around, so... I mean, I can't cut straight across. Probably not. Maybe. Yeah, I don't buy her. How do you not know something like that's going on? That people are getting murdered. It's cool. It kind of looks a little a crumb, just, and I barely seen any of it, but it looks a crumb like the minus the volcano, kind of like the Morrowind area, a little bit, just a little bit. I have to see the whole thing though. What up, coral crabs? What up? Damn. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot. What the? Damn. It's a fucking deer. Oh shit. Like a deer insect thing that I have a little one of you right here. Yeah, but it's like a deer insect, you know, shooting lightning at me. Trippy. Oh, you guys are here.
One of Somerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldark asked King Lady Avanice to meet him out here.
It's probably gonna kill her.
Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
Yeah, he is. She talking about Raz? This is the Coral Forests. Hardly looks like a forest. Yeah, these salamanders look tight. I like salamanders. I like lizards of any sort, they're all cool. I believe it's a...
You know nothing of the plan, you fool. Let me taste of what the Prince of Bargains has in store for this
I'm confused. Did I just pass something? Oh. Destroy this shit.
Razumdar apprehended the Kin Lady. They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Uldark I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Uldark. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Artaeum can tell us more.
Okay, so that Kin Lady was innocent, and it was the other asshole that's really not all dark. Okay, cool. So we'll give her a pass this time. She can't play the naive game again though, or we'll kill her.
You'd be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Rightmaster Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story.
Yep, don't mind to do it.
The Rightmaster leads the Psijic Order from Kapora Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location.
Yep, gotta check in with the homie first.
One more adjustment and there, you are now attuned. Find me on Artaeum after you finish with the Eye of the Queen.
Oh, did I get the skill line yet? I'm gonna keep checking. I wanna look at him.